All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Friday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. And the title of this video is, oh crap, Bitcoin dumping fast. And as you guys can see, the Bitcoin price is dumping fast as we have literally just printed another head and man bun of this bearish Gareth Salloway man bun pattern. All right, and the man bun is unraveling right now. Now the question is, how much hair was in there, Gar? How much hair? Man buns are deceptive because we don't know if there's a lot of hair rolled up into a tiny little bun or little hair rolled up into a tiny little bun. Is it a loose pack or a tight pack? All right, a 6-pack or a 12-pack? We don't know. So far, the hair is coming back down to the neckline of the Gareth Salloway pattern, with the next area being the bottom, aka the butt, of the Gareth Salloway silhouette down here at these lows. And we do need to be aware that the Bitcoin price has just gotten a pretty intense rejection and a move to the downside ever since we put in that high at the POC of the range at around 67,000 smackaroni and quesos up here, where we did print another Gareth Salloway man bun pattern. Of course, I'm still holding the short of 15,000 US dollars in profits, having already realized two-thirds of this trade already. So we're already up quite a bit on the short. We're going to be getting into the price action, but I have to give a major shout to everybody in the chat. First of all, major shout out to Market Cipher, the best trading indicator you can use on TradingView. All right, I've got my holographic see-through Market Cipher shirt on right now. Also have to give a major shout out to BingX. If you sign up to BingX now, you can get up to $6,200 to trade with. Also, I have to give a major shout out to the other exchanges that I am trading on. First of all, MEXC, the best deal on fees. MEXC, best deal on fees. All right. Also, huge shout out to ZOOMEX, the other exchange I'm currently trading on right now. All right. Now, as you can guys see, I'm in a little bit of a long here. I actually longed yesterday from the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retrace right here. I held it all the way to the upside, only realizing $2,000 of profits. Held it all the way back down where I am about to get stopped out of the position. So I was expecting higher yesterday, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, all right? But we'll get into this, all right? Also, I did grab a short from here, mostly as a hedge against my long because we did get a CDW, but obviously now the short has made me more money than the long. Man, talk about a crazy twist of events. Major shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Let's see who we got in the chat. Shout out to my man Pump and Dump. He says, what? No shout out for me? No. I will always shout out my man Pump and Dump. All right, let me just make sure that we have alerts set here in case we do a little you know what. All right, we got to make sure that we have our alerts set here, guys. Huge shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Huge shout out to David Ciavuso. Huge shout out to Splashfire Films. Huge shout out to Pegless. Huge shout out to Chris. He says bonjour from France, guys and gals. 52K incoming. Pump and Dump says LOL. Tushar says shout out. That guy from Texas, need a parachute, bro. That's why we're schlong. Yeah, that's why we're schlong. Some interesting manipulation. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is quite interesting. Bounce from here or no? Well, we are definitely going to get into that. All right, we are definitely going to get into that. All right, let's take a quick look here at the Bitcoin chart because, look, basically, guys, what is happening is we are coming down to a pretty important zone of support, all right? That's going to be the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retracement that we actually got, that we front ran yesterday, all right? Coming in at around the $60,000 zone here. Man, this is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. We front ran it yesterday with a really nice looking bottom. Now, this zone, as I said in my video update yesterday, this is actually going to be a major make it or break it area for Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin does not hold here, then yes, 52K is in the books, man. It's in the order book, all right? By the way, make sure to like the stream, because if we can get 1,000 likes within the first 30 minutes of the stream, we will absolutely be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right? This is wild. All right, major shout out to Bon Mucho, SPX Daily Gap Close. Shout out to Vikram. Shout out to You Can't Stop What's Coming, Away She Goes. Shout out to Pump and Dump. Shout out to Michael Brion. It's just reacting to the dollar and the S&P 500. Yeah. It's just doing what she do. She's just doing what she do, my man. All right, shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Ismail. Shout out to Zaxi. Shout out to Matthew Newhouse. Shout out to, let's see, who's the first person in the chat? Callahan. He says, from VIP to public, let's go. Shout out to Kalechi, my man who won the $1,000 giveaway last stream. Hope everyone caught the CDW of that previous day high. Man, I was asleep for the actual CDW of the previous day high. All right. But I did end up getting into a bit of a short. All right. Okay, so let's dive into this price action, guys. Oh, I do have to say also, we have a 50% discount on the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Casper Crew VIP Discord, the first month, 50% off if you use the coupon code in the pinned YouTube comment. All right, in the pinned YouTube comment, we've got ourselves the coupon code JCVIP. If you use the coupon code JCVIP, you can get 50% off your first month in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the best trading community in the world. All right. So again, just a little bit of recap here, guys. All right. The Bitcoin price has formed, once again, a very large head and man bun of a Gareth Salloway man bun pattern. The man bun is unraveling. He's letting down his hair. And again, the question is, how much hair is in there, Gar? We don't know how much hair is in there, but we know he's a bear. And look, Gareth Salloway might be the right one all this time, all right? I respect the man. I like to make little jokes here and there, but I have utmost respect for a man who's willing to say, I'm shorting Bitcoin, and then doubles down when we're $20,000 above his short entry, all right? Man has conviction! All right, we need more men with conviction in this world. All right? Yeah, so look, we don't know how much hair is in there, Gare, right? Tight man bun or loose man bun, we don't know. So, again, our next target is going to be, this is the torso, and then, of course, this is the butt. Right here. These are the arms. And then, of course, if the butt doesn't hold, if the hair goes all the way past the butt to the floor, which some people do that, then we are looking to take the lows at the feet, all right? At the feet. Now, these feet are probably going to come in at around the low 50s. All right, the feet probably come in at around low 50s. All right, let's head on over to our chart on TradingView and see what's going on, all right? Now, just so you guys know, my current positions, I'm in the short that you see right here. All right, I am in a long trade from yesterday, which is basically down at the entry. All right, I'm in a long trade, which is at my literal entry right now. I'm in a short trade from earlier this morning, and I'm in a long trade from last Wednesday when we made this low. All right, so I'm right now in 4 Bitcoin trades, technically 5, but one of them I don't count. And so with this being in mind, this is the context in which I personally am doing technical analysis, all right? I'm not coming to these charts as someone on the sideline. I'm coming to these charts as someone who's long and short, and someone who has a giant HODL portfolio as well. So with that being said, let us take a deep, cold plunge into this Bitcoin price action. We're gonna go over to TradingView. All right, make sure to smash up the likes, guys. Make sure to smash up the dang likes, because look, last stream I gave away $1,000 to my man Kalechi. Today, I'm looking to do it again. So look, here's the deal with Bitcoin. We were trading a sideways range. We got to fake out to the low of the range, and then we got to move back into the top of the range with something called a hidden bullish divergence. A hidden bullish divergence is where the price makes a higher low in an uptrend, right? Higher low in an uptrend, but the oscillator on market Cipher B makes a lower low, we can very clearly see here a lower low. It's called a hidden bullish divergence. Now, medically, this is known as the mirror mode uneven butt cheek pattern. Why mirror mode? Because typically we're looking for bullish divergences with a big, juicy left butt cheek on market Cipher B and a skinny right butt cheek on market Cipher B. Just like our waitress at the diner coming out with your coffee, as the price comes down to the key level of support, when we look at the butt cheeks, she always keeps the tip money in the right-hand small skinny side, which causes the rise to the upside on the price action, just like the cigarette smoke. But our friend, she's at the club, drink in hand, having a good time. When she looks in the mirror, what does she see? Ooh, mirror image. This is called a hidden bullish divergence, all right? Or again, medically, in the New England Journal of Medicine, this is called the mirror mode uneven butt cheek pattern. A hidden bullish divergence, a continuation pattern, and we actually did confirm one of these on market Cipher B. Not only did we confirm the divergence, but the price came back inside of this little range here, right? So we had our low, price got the fake out, then she came back up inside and confirmed a candle, all right? Multiple candles. So what we're looking at right now is understanding that if this hidden divergence is going to give us more upside, then we are going to be not wanting to lose this Fibonacci golden pocket retracement that we have right down around here. Basically a retest of around $60,000, give or take. This is going to be key support. Why? Because if this is a trend reversal, and this is our first low in a new uptrend, and this is our first high, right? Then our higher low is always, not always, most of the time going to be put in at the Fibonacci retracement, the golden pocket. The Fibonacci golden pocket retracement, that's where it's going to happen most of the time. So if we lose this level, we can assume this is not the bottom and we look for lower. All right. Now, if we go to an even lower time frame right now, like the 4 hour, we see yesterday we done front ran it. All right. We done front ran it. Now, when we done front ran this, we do also see that market Cipher B on the 4 hour, the money flow is getting higher, the momentum waves are getting higher over time, which does mean if we come down a little bit lower here, we could very nicely see not the mirror mode uneven butt cheek pattern, but the regular uneven butt cheek pattern, like our waitress at the diner, right? Let's check this out, right? We're gonna go ahead and take a snapshot of this, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it onto the chart. And as you can see, clearly, we could be printing this pattern, all right? Now, I love this pattern because when I go out to eat, if I'm going to be making money on the waitress's butt cheeks, wait a second, that doesn't sound right, all right? I like this pattern because it means I could, price could get a bounce. All right, let's put it that way. We need to be aware of that. All right, we do need to be aware of that. Now, what is happening here locally, because this is also very, very important. We have had today what is known as an 80% setup, right? An 80% setup. What is an 80% setup? Well, let's take a quick look at an 80% setup. Here we go. Here we go. All right. An 80% setup. What is an 80% setup? Well, an 80% setup is a TPO term. It pretty much has its origin in Forex trading. But this, what you're looking at here, these are volume profiles for every single day, right? Let's see if we can make them a little bit thicker here. Not thicker, but more opaque, so you can guys see what I'm talking about. All right. You can see these volume profiles here. Right here, we've got ourselves the daily value area high and the daily value area low of yesterday's volume profile, right? These 6 4-hour candles are yesterday's volume profile, the fair value zone for yesterday. Now, if the daily candle opens outside of yesterday's value area, right? See, these blue lines are yesterday's value area. So this is yesterday's value area high, and this is yesterday's value area low. If the daily candle opens outside of yesterday's fair value zone, which it did, it's the daily open right up here. All right, let's go back to our 4 hour. Because the daily candle opened above yesterday's value area high, if we come below yesterday's value area high, there's an 80% chance, so they say, that we get a move back down to yesterday's value area low. Now, that's exactly what's happening right now. And the value area low of yesterday actually, not only does it act as a target for a potential short trade, but it also acts as an area for a potential bounce, okay? So the first support that we have right now for this giant Bitcoin move to the downside is simply this. Why such a violent move to the downside? when you have an 80% setup, it can happen very quickly, right? It's basically just reaffirming the fair value zone of yesterday, right? Because the market didn't have chance to really say, oh yeah, this is like the fair value, because we didn't close the candle within it. We didn't open the daily candle within this zone. If we open the daily candle within this zone, then the market starts to say, yeah, you know, all right, this is the fair value zone, and then we can get a move to the upside. But we opened above it, so the market's like, wait a second, is it really fair value up here? Let's go make sure, right? Okay, because the market's a person and makes decisions like that. Okay, so that is what's happening right now, and we're getting a bounce right now from this value area low zone. So this is actually a place where potentially we are going to see price just make a low, a lower low, and then another little higher low, and yeah, we might get a reverse from here. It's absolutely possible. However, if we start to make another low, we need to be prepared for a move back down to the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone, which again is going to be the retest of $60,000. And if we do make another low, we also need to be aware that we could have very bullish divergences on the 4-hour time frame, where we do see this juicy uneven butt cheek pattern right here on the 4-hour. It's a very powerful signal. It's very rare that you would see something like this on the 4-hour. But if we get something like this, I will be longing it, all right? I'll be honest with you. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but the reason why I would long it if we see 4-hour bull divs there is because, for me, it's worth the risk, because I know that if the thesis of this being a low with a hidden bullish divergence that has confirmed on the daily time frame, I know that if this is going to be the low and we get a retracement, this is where we're going to retrace to. It's a very clear line in the sand, right? It doesn't guarantee me a winning trade, but because I know that if we're going to bounce, it's going to be from here, especially if we have 4-hour bull divs. For me, it's worth the risk to say, okay, we're bouncing from the key support. It's make it or break it. It's not like I'm trying to catch a knife. It's like, look, we're in the middle of a big move here that's been happening since the end of April, the beginning of May. And if we are going to wreck all the shorts, which we very well may, all right, people get too bearish too quick. Guys, we were literally ranging in a little range here for like, it's a 13% range. So it seems crazy at the time, but we have been doing nothing basically now for like a whole month. All right, we've been doing nothing for a whole month. We could look at this and see, okay, you know, this is an actual real possibility right here. Okay, so because we have a premise to which to base this idea on, we can say if we're going to get the bounce, it's going to happen from here. And for me, it is worth the risk, because the 4-hour time frame is showing me what I want to see. This is what I want to see. All right, if I go out to eat and I don't see this, I don't order. All right, I don't order because the food might be bad. All right, but if I do see this, then I order. I order 2 meals. All right, because I'm a big guy. I like to eat a lot. All right, if I'm going to go out to eat, I'm going to get 2 steaks. All right, I never go out to eat. But if I do, and I see this, man, I'm trying to get that protein in, baby. I'm talking about the steak. All right. So this is kind of what I'm looking for here. Now, if we don't get the bounce from there, right? If we don't get the bounce from there, if no bounce from there, then what? Well, we don't have any support now on these higher term time frames until around 52K. Why 52K? Because this is a weekly order block right here. All right, 51.7 weekly order block. And if we pull the Fibonacci from the low to the high, it's also the Fibonacci Golden Pocket from the low to the high, the low in January to the high. So basically the yearly low to the yearly high, the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest is coming in right at that weekly order block at around $52,000. 52K is either going to do this or it's going to do this. And so whatever happens at 52K, this is a very key level that we need to be aware of, because I highly doubt we are not going, like, this is the kind of level where it's such a big level that even if we don't get a big move, unless you're greedy or dumb, you could still make money long in it, because you're probably going to get a long setup there. The market's probably going to give you a setup, right? A setup, meaning there's a series of things on the chart that says this is now an appropriate time to take a long trade because you have a clearly defined entry, a clearly defined stop loss, and a clearly defined take profit one. And because it's such a key level, it would not surprise me if at least we come up to retest 60K. And this will be the line of decision, right? The 60K will be the line of decision. And then the next line of decision is going to be the golden pocket. And look, if we come above this area, then it's a new all-time high for sure. Right? We saw that happen back in January, right? So we have not yet seen this play out. There's a few different options that could happen here. That's why people always ask me, Jason, is price going to go up? Is it going to go down? My answer is always the same. Well, it depends, guys. We cannot know what the price is going to do, all right? We cannot know what the price is going to do. But the thing we have control over as traders, the only thing we have control over is knowing where we're interested in trades, knowing what we're looking for on a chart in order to decide to take the trade. And that's it. That's what we have control over. So we can just relax. We don't have to worry. Pump or dump, we don't have to worry about it. We can come to a chart. We can say, I have my levels. I know where I'm looking to take a trade. I'm only going to take a trade if I see certain things on the chart. I'm only going to order dinner if the waitress has the right shaped gluteus maximi. Right? And we just relax and let the trades play out, you know? Hit a TP1, let it ride, baby. Lock it in and let it ride, baby. All right, this is what we go over in all the courses at jasoncaspertrading.com. Also, if you're a member of the Casper Crew VIP Discord, the best trading community in the world, where we have an entire beginner's course, plus we have 3 instructors giving you multiple live streams every single day, giving you their setups, giving you their levels. It's not signals, but we do let you guys know if we're entering trades. Not every trade I take, all right? Not every trade we take, but we do let you guys know when we're taking certain trades, and you learn so much at jasoncaspertrading.com. We currently have a discount on the VIP, 50% off the first month. And I mean this when I say this. I'm not just shilling my own thing. Obviously, I'm shilling my own thing, right? Because this is a business. People are always like, Jason, if you're such a good trader, why are you shilling? Guys, YouTube's a business, guys. It literally is a business, all right? If you're a YouTuber, it is a business. I do YouTube to make money, all right? I like doing it, but I'm honest with you guys. I do this to make money, all right? I trade to make money. I do YouTube to make money, all right? Ain't no shame in the hustle, baby. But look, 50% off. It's literally the cheapest community in the world for the value you get. And, all right, Bitcoin's starting to get a little pump here, right? We've also got our courses here. If you join the community, you get 61.8% off of all these courses here, all right? If you join the community, you get a special 61.8% discount on all the courses, all right? Bitcoin starting to get a little pump, all right? Looks like the long trade that I was in, man, look at that. The long trade from yesterday, I held it all the way up here. I left so much money on the table all the way back down. Didn't get stopped out. Man, are we going to hold? All right. Are we going to hold, baby? This is so intense. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Let's see. We got 1,500 people, 400 likes. Guys, all right. Let's see if we can't get the 1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes. I really want to do a $1,000 giveaway. All right. I just love giving away money to you guys, sharing these profits. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, all right? Timer for 5 minutes. If everyone likes the stream in the next 5 minutes, I'll be giving away $1,000, all right? All right. All right, let's see who we got in the chat here. Anyone selling courses isn't a real trader? Well, you done caught me, Jonathan. I'm a faker. All right? I'm just a faker on YouTube, demo accounts, and all that stuff, you know. Anyone who knows my channel knows that ain't true. Because well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to defend myself. I'm a faker. Shout out to Simano. He says, when your little helper grows up to a farming channel. Yeah, I might do a farming channel. I might, but I have to, I would have to stop doing this channel if I'm going to do a farming channel. Maybe I will. All right, shout out to my man with the super chat, or woman, I don't know. All right, let's see if we can get the likes up to give away $1,000. $1,000. What made you get into the long setup from yesterday? All right, that's a good question. What made me get into the long setup from yesterday? Well, I went over this morning in the VIP live stream, but basically, yes, we front ran my level, but when we take a look at what happened here, we have one of the setups that I really like to look for, which is basically whenever I see the 24-minute time frame giving me this and this, I always look for the long on the golden pocket retrace. So that's what I did. I longed from the golden pocket. That's my entry. It's from right here at the golden pocket. And what happened was when we came down to the golden pocket, the very low time frames did give us the entry signal, right? And I wanted to post about it in the Discord, but I didn't expect it to be such a big move. I thought it was going to be a little scalp, and I didn't think people would have time to get in. But let's see, we have to go down even lower. Well, long story short, the low time frames gave a clear entry signal for me, and I just took it. Very good risk to reward. Very good risk to reward on that setup there. Right from the golden pocket. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, let's see who we got else in the chat. YouTube Hub. Shout out to YouTube Hub. Shout out to Fiona Stewart. Shout out to David. Shout out to 1 million. Yeah, 61.8% discount. The reason why is because it's the Fibonacci level, you know? All right. Shout out to Final Element. Shout out to Keith Jeffs. Huge shout out to Crypto Billy. Huge shout out to Riley O'Brien Powell. Huge shout out to Touche. Fake it till you make it. Fake it to make it. There's some truth to that. Shout out to Benny Shill Show. Shout out to Evandro. He says bounce is coming. Shout out to Pump and Dump. 15 seconds commercial. Dang, Jason's making money. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't make much money on core sales. All right. In 2024, I probably made more than double trading than I have on core sales, because core sales are way down, man. Core sales are way down. I don't really shill it that much, to be honest with you, and I don't even care. But yeah, it's true. I really don't make that much money on core sales. I don't make that much money on core sales. I don't make that much money on YouTube ad revenue. But here's the thing: if you guys want to start a business online, here's what you got to do. If you want to start a business online, here's what you got to do. The trifecta. The 3 pillars of self-sufficiency are: number 1, start businesses; number 2, learn how to invest; and number 3, acquire tangible assets. These are the 3 pillars of self-sustainability. All right. A business is a valuable asset. A business is an asset that can be bought, that can be sold, that generates income on a regular basis. This is such a valuable thing to have. All right. Then you need to learn how to invest as well, because you can take the money you make from your business and grow it. It's a very powerful skill to have. But then you got to acquire those tangible assets. That's why I'm so big into homesteading, growing my own food, raising my own animals. All right. But look, what you need to do if you want to start a successful YouTube channel or an online business is you need to have a product to sell. You need to have some kind of subscription-based service. And then you need to affiliate market with other things, right? Those are the 3 avenues of income for your online business. All right. Now, if you can now add on to that trading, now you've got 4. All right. You can have 4. All right. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. That's why I'm such a big supporter of other TA YouTube channels who are selling courses and stuff. That's why I promote them and help them get their channels bigger, because look, we're all out here. And if you guys start a channel like that too, let me know. I'll have you on my channel. I'll pump your subs, because I want you to succeed. All right. I want you to succeed. All right. Let's see who we got in the chat. We got COCO. He says, God is great. God is great. Shout out to Opestro BNB. Check what's happened with Binance Spot. Can you explain? All right, let's check it out. What happened with Binance BNB? USD. I don't know. Same thing as Bitcoin. We just got a little dumperoni and queso, and that's it. You know, just a little dumperoni and queso, and that's it, man. All right. Will the trend line for the one daily touch $52,000 on Bitcoin? Let's check it out, and then we'll get into some other assets here while we're on the stream. So I've been kind of looking at this trend line here, and it looks like right now we're not going to hit 52K. Looks like we don't have time to hit 52K. That time was missed already. That would have had to happen in April. So this is a little bit concerning, because now if we do hit this trend line here, and this is log scale. Let's turn it off log. Let's see what we can get here. All right. Let's turn it off log scale. Okay, so if we turn it off log scale, that golden pocket, the 52K, will have to happen around... It will have to happen this month, guys. It's going to have to happen quick, so we might get a quick dump. If we get a really quick dump, man, yeah, that could be really nice, because we've got this trend line that goes all the way back to October, you know? Yeah. All the way back to October. Shout out to Lucky Jim Bob 111. Do I still pay attention to Monero? No, I don't. I just hold Monero. I'm looking to sell Monero at $1,000. Is it ever going to happen? I don't know. All right. How do you filter the right bullish divergences? Most of them are traps. You just got to take profit early. That's all I can say. Like, you just got to take profit early. All right? Okay. Bloodsport says, dude, nobody gives a shh about the shout outs. Just talk about why shh is dumping. All right, bro. Man. Look, it's a live stream, my friend. Gotta get with the live stream vibes, all right? I already talked about why Bitcoin is dumping. Now we're just talking about little things here and there, okay? We got the Gareth Salloway man bun pattern unraveling, okay? We're coming down to our golden pocket zone of support here. All right. Coming down to the golden pocket zone of support. Again, once we take yesterday's low, which happens right here, we are going to be printing potential bullish divergences here, okay? We're going to be printing potential bullish divergences. Shout out to C90 FTW. Huge shout out to all the mods in the chat. All right, FitGenius618, Aaron G, J-Boy Bullish. I don't even know if they're all here. But shout out to Crypto Coon. Shout out to Divine Hood. He says, bro, we just now came up to Coinbase value area low and we're rejecting. All right, guys, that's bearish. Shout out to Divine Hood, one of the traders in the Casper crew. How do you trade with hedging? All right, the way you trade with hedging is you take a trade and then you lock in a guaranteed profit, and then you take another trade and lock in a guaranteed profit. That's how you do it, man. It's not complicated. So look at this. All right, we got ourselves two trades here, a long and a short. The long trade, I should have taken more profit, but the worst case scenario, I'm guaranteed to make about $1,000. Oh, crap. My mouse just died. I'm guaranteed to make about $1,000 on a long trade. Worst case scenario. Short, worst case scenario, I make $3,000. So worst case scenario, if both of these trades get stopped out right now, I've made $4,000 and I'm out of the market. All right, that's how. You don't just long and short at the same time. You long from here, you short from here, you take some profit out of the long after the pump, you take some profit out of the short out of a dump, and then now, let's say we just keep ranging for a while and eventually we break out. Well, you're in the long because you've taken a partial profit, or we range here and then we break down, you're in the short because you've taken a partial profit. That's how it works. It's nothing too fancy, all right? Let's head on back over to Trading View here. And actually, guys, I have to adjust my computer here because my mouse just died. And so, hang on, bear with me here. Bear with me, guys. Hang on, I got wires all tangled up here. man, this is sloppy here. All right, so let's get the mic. Man, give me 1 second, guys. We've got technical difficulties. All right, Bitcoin's dumping the technical. These are crazy. All right. Hang on. We are back, baby. All right, we are back, baby. Man, sorry for all the technical difficulties, guys. But it is what it is. Man, this is some sloppy camera action going on, huh? All right, we're gonna get back to TradingView here, and we're gonna take a look at what is going on. All right, let me make myself smaller. All right. What made it fall today? Okay, here's what made it fall today, guys. Here's why Bitcoin dumped today. Why did Bitcoin dump today? We had a chickens drinking water forming in a local range. All right, so whenever Bitcoin gets a big move, you mark out the high, you mark out the low. These are the two places to look for trades. All right, if the price takes the high and market Cipher B is getting lower momentum and money flow over time, like it is here, we take the high, and market Cipher B is getting lower momentum and money flow over time, that is a valid short entry. All right, we also look for a long entry here, which we did not take. If you're in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we did not get a signal to long here. But the reason we dropped is because we had a chickens drinking water pattern. Why is it called a chickens drinking water pattern? Well, if we go to youtube.com, all right, let's go to youtube.com and search for chickens drinking water. Drinking water. All right, we can see a video here of chickens drinking water. All right, check it out. A chicken takes her beak and she dips it into the water real quick, and then she laps it up. Right? Watch this again. She takes her beak, she dips it into the water real quick, bam, and then she laps it up. That is exactly what happens to the price when the chicken, which is the price, takes her beak, dips it into the water, which is the previous level, and then laps it up real quick. All right, that is what we're looking for on the chart. Now, as the Bitcoin price is coming to our lower areas of support, we need to recognize the fact that the 12-minute is printing a nice bottom. What does that mean? When the 12-minute is printing a nice bottom like this, a nice deep oversold wave, it's opening up the door for potentially now our uneven butt cheek pattern to occur. Hang on, I gotta close some of these. It's giving for our uneven butt cheek pattern to occur, right? So potentially right now, if we make another low and we take out yesterday's low into our key zone, right, we will be seeing the uneven butt cheek pattern printing on the 12-minute. This could be where we do bounce from, guys. This could be it, all right? Just be aware. Be aware down there. All right, be aware down there. All right, is masturbation a sin? Everyone's, yeah. All right, here's the truth about that video, guys. All right, I gotta tell you the truth about that video. I have a very close friend, all right, he might be here now, who made that video, and he showed it to me. He sent me the link. He said, what do you think about this video? For some reason, it's stuck in my, if I type YouTube and I just click enter, well, it doesn't happen now. Usually when I just go to youtube.com, that's just the video that comes up. I don't know how to get rid of it, all right? Can someone help me get rid of it? All right? So I pulled up that video literally like 3 times on stream. I don't know how to get rid of it. You know, it is what it is. What am I gonna do? Is humor a sin? Nah, I don't think so. I think God has a huge sense of humor. That's why we have a sense of humor, right? What is a sin? Sin is a, well, according to the Bible, I can only give you a biblical view of it because I don't know everyone else's view, but according to the Bible, sin is a transgression of the law that God has given to his creation. So it's anything that goes against the way things were created to be, and it's anything that goes against God's character. So when things go wrong in nature, let's say, for example, you know, I don't know, if you're looking at an atom and the nucleus and the electrons are supposed to orbit in a certain way around the nucleus, if that stops happening, it's a sin because the creation is not operating in the way the creation was created to operate. The difference between inanimate objects and humans is that we do have free will. Shout out to I am OG Blockchain. Did you change your YouTube name, my man? He says, thank you, Jay, for the inspiration. Started my own channel. All right, shout out to my man, I am OG Blockchain. All right, let's check out his channel real quick, all right? I am OG Blockchain. Let's see. Can we find it? Man, I can't find it, bro. You're gonna have to send a link. You're gonna have to post a link in the chat, my man. All right. A lot of people have their own channels. Look, if you guys have your own channels, don't feel free to shill it in the chat. All right. How do I feel about Sin City Crypto? I don't know. I've been around the blockchain with him. I don't know much about him. He seems like a cool guy. Seems like a cool guy. Is it a sin to masturbate? Well, why don't you guys go watch the video, see what my friend thinks, all right? Shout out to Psycho Trading, all right? Shout out to J Jilly for really. And shout out to Blockchain Buck. He says, you guys can read it for yourself, all right? You guys can read it for yourself. Yeah, look, if you guys have a channel, you can shill it in my chat. That's fine. I don't care. Shill your channels in my chat, all right? I'm all about meeting new TA YouTubers. Because if you guys are good and I like y'all, we could collab, all right? Shout out to Crypto Crank. Shout out to French Toaster. Bitcoin dropped to 55.5 on BitTrue. Man, that's like that Bittrex wick, right? What percent TP do you gain at TP1? Okay, so this is a good question, and then we'll look at some other assets here. Whatever trade you are taking, all right, you need to make sure that your TP1 is guaranteeing you at least as much money as you would have lost on the trade, preferably more. So let's say you get into a trade and this is your setup here, all right? Let's say this is your trade setup here. Actually, let's talk about the trade I took yesterday, right? So if this is my trade setup here, right? If I'm gonna lose $1,000 on the trade, I need to make sure that wherever my TP1 is, and however much it is, it's gonna be at least $1,000 of profit, right? Ideally, what I like to do is I like to hit the top of the local range, right? If we hit the top of the local range, and depending on our setup, like I moved my stop loss down here now because, long story short, when I first entered the trade, I had a much tighter stop loss, okay? Because I was longing the golden pocket. After I realized $2,000 of profit, I then moved my stop loss down here because I could still close the trade in profit if it comes down lower. But originally, I could not do that. So originally, my stop loss was here. I took out a decent portion of the trade here at the top of the local range to make sure that I'm going to cover my potential loss and then some more, all right? Wherever you hit that TP1, you take out enough money to cover what you would have lost and then some more, preferably 2 times more. That way you can take a win and then take a loss, and then basically you're still, if you make 2% and lose 1%, you're still up 1% for the day, right? So let's say you make 2% on this, you're risking 1% to make 2%, you make 2%, next trade, you're risking 1% to make 2%, you lose 1%, you're still up 1% on the day. That's how you gotta set up your trades. All right. Is it a sin to not like the video? Of course. Of course. Of course it's a sin. Alright? Alright, I am OJ Blockchain, all one word. Alright. I'll have to check you out, man. I'll have to check you out. Hit me up in Discord and I'll check out your channel. All right, so shout out to HBBBA. Says Bitcoin TP 200K bull run just started. LOL. Yeah, I like to agree. I like to think also that the bull run did just start. Can I show my setup? You want to get a treadmill? Yeah, I mean, I have a custom-made standing desk, all right? And I have a cheap treadmill from Amazon. That's all I have. The chat makes you want to pee, says my man. The chat makes my man want to pee. All right. All right, let's take a look at some other assets here. I do want to send an alert. First of all, let's see what gold is doing. Gold still above $2,000. This is wild. Man, gold pumping is a bad sign for the general economy, at least for fiat currency. Let's check out S&P 500. On the day, S&P is down. S&P 500 down on the day. Bitcoin just doing what S&P is doing. Let's check out the dollar. All right, dollar getting a pump and now starting to get a little bit of a retrace here. So Bitcoin may be starting to bottom out around this zone just because the dollar seems to be topping out a little bit around the zone, and the S&P 500 seems to be getting a little bit of a bounce from around this zone. All right, Bitcoin tends to line up with stocks and is inverse of the dollar. NASDAQ also got a pretty big move to the downside, but is now getting a little bit of a bounce. All right, let's check out ETH. ETH, man, also with a large move to the downside. Let's check out ETH. Did ETH hit the golden pocket from the last low to our current high? Yes, so ETH is actually finding nice support compared to Bitcoin in this little zone. And I have to be honest with you, the way Bitcoin is behaving right now makes me think that she wants to come a little bit lower here. And if she does come a little bit lower, man, I actually like what I'm seeing here on the oscillator. If we can get some 6-minute bull divs coming in here, 12-minute bull divs coming in here, we might have ourselves a nice long from a little bit lower. All right, but ETH, let's take a look at ETH. What's important to know about ETH right now is the fact that on these higher term time frames, right, ETH has a very key level of support just below, all right, just below, which is going to be the support resistance flip at 2720, at least on the ByBit Ethereum USD perpetual contract chart. We have made 2 consecutive higher lows just barely with these wicks here. And what that means is Ethereum is ripe for a stop hunt, which means we can take out these lows for a nice liquidity grab, come down into this level and get a little bit of a reversal from that area. If we lose 2720 on ETH, then we have to be looking back down to the retest of this massive ascending triangle. Why? Because this is not just the retest of the ascending triangle, but this is also a historic support resistance zone. Right, it's coming all the way back to January 2022. It was resistance all throughout the bear market. Then we got consolidation right here, and then bam, the breakout. So come back down to retest. It's also the high volume node from the old bull market. So we have a lot of volume here. We have a really nice support resistance flip here. And if I'm not mistaken, if we pull the fib from low to high, we've got the dang golden pocket right there too, guys. Like, we've got multiple golden pockets in that zone, depending on which low we pull from. So it's a very important zone. So for ETH, if we continue the dumpage, we're either looking for a quick wick, a quick dip with the wick down here and then bam, or looking for a slow go into this area and then boom, right? If ETH loses our box, that is not good, man. That is really not good for ETH. Now, some people have said, Jason, the top of the bull market is in. I've had multiple people send me messages with evidence as to why they believe the top is in. Could the top be in for Bitcoin? All right. Let's just look at the evidence that we have here, okay? These cycle tops have always had the bearish divs on the monthly. Now remember, these things take a long time to play out, right? It literally took us over a year, no, I'm sorry, 300 days, almost a whole year before the top was like officially in once we printed that monthly divergence. But if we print a red dot for the month of May, we are seeing the money flow and the momentum waves get lower. If we go to the 2-month time frame, what do we have here? but a CDW, just like what we had on the 12-minute time frame. But this is the 2-month time frame, right? So if we start to confirm red dots here on the 2-month and on the month, the top might be in. Do I think the top is in? Personally, I do not. Why do I not? Because I think that it's just too easy of a top. I think we're probably going to range a little bit over the summer. I think in the fall, things are going to start to get more bullish. And I think we are going to see more new highs on Bitcoin. All right. My next targets are going to be 80K, 100K, and 120K where I'm taking profits. All right. This month has not confirmed yet. We still have another 21 days of the month. And even after confirming a red dot back here in September, we ended up with another move to the upside. All right. So I am kind of expecting something similar to what happened over here, where we ranged for a little bit. I mean, we ranged for a long time, and then we put in another high, except this time I think the high can be a little bit more than what it was last time, right? Because where we are in the cycle right now is a little bit different than where we were last time. All right, the Bitcoin halving happened, I think it happened in June of 2020. I could be wrong, but it doesn't really matter for the sake of this. And then we've got our halving right here. All right, so after the halving to the market top, we have about 300 days. All right, so from the halving to the top, let's see, about 300 days. That's going to put us right about March of 2025. March 2025, this is where I expect the top to be put in. All right, maybe we do a little of this, maybe even get a retracement, scares everybody, and then bam, we come up to this zone. All right, that is what I'm expecting. But you could make the case that the top is in. Some people are getting overly bullish, some people are getting overly bearish. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, this signal cannot be confirmed yet. We cannot say that that's it, that's all over. We have 21 days before confirmation. Even if it confirms, all right, that does not mean the top is in. All right, just based on the historical data, the datas. What did the data say? Now, did you guys know data is a plural word? I didn't know that. They say the data are telling us such and such. I've heard people say that. Is that true? Is data a plural word? I always thought it was singular. The data is telling us. But I've heard people say the data are telling us. You know, maybe we should Google it. Is data singular or plural? All right. Technically, data is a plural noun. It's the plural of the noun datum. However, it's used with both singular and plural verbs. The data show a decrease in visitors, and the data shows. All right. The multiple data show, and the singular data shows. Interesting. You know, interesting stuff, guys. You know, you come to this channel for the Oxford Dictionary. All right. This isn't just the TA. This is the EA, the English analysis up in here. All right. All right. All right. All right. Bitcoin coming back down. Gareth Salloway pattern. Looking a little bit sus, in my opinion here. All right, shout out to our super chats in the house. Let's shout out our super chats. All right, shout out to IMOG Blockchain for the mad super chats. And everybody make sure to check out IMOG Blockchain's YouTube channel. All right, it's all one word, IMOG Blockchain. Crypto says, Kanudu Inu is the next SHIB 100% organic community. Whenever I hear somebody say something like that, I immediately think it's a load of you know what. All right. Hi, friend. From Italy, do you think you'll touch 58K tonight? I don't know. Maybe. That would be wild if we did. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Sheesh. That would be absolutely nuts and wild and insane. All right, Bitcoin is dumping. We're going for that low. We're going for that low from yesterday, guys. All right, we're going for the low from yesterday here. Low from yesterday, we're going to go. All right, let's check out the order flow quickly here. the order flow has been very strange today. Man, we actually have trapped. We don't have trapped longs, but yeah, we have a few trapped longs. This is so interesting. So the trades that we have opened up right now are mostly longs, and a lot of them are about to be underwater. These guys are going to get squeezed. We have 3 million longs that opened up in these two candles here, and they are mostly underwater, guys. All right, we can tell they're still open because the net longs have not gone down. So we have people longing this. Not a good look for Bitcoin when you have trapped longs at the bottom. Typically, you look for trapped shorts. When you have trapped longs at the bottom, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Oh man. Oh man. That's not a good sign. Shout out to David, also from Italy. Shout out to Francisco. He says best drawings in the TradingView world. Thank you. Yeah, I did go to school for art. It was hard to find a job though. That's why I started trading. For some reason, no one thought this was a good picture until I started doing YouTube. Then everyone thought it was good. Bitcoin has no chill until 59.9. Who is selling? Got a nice 13x long. Alright, shout out to Denise. Loves the English analysis today. Data shows that people who speak well are taken more seriously. Is that true? Shadow shorts, dump it. I guess that is true, because honestly, if somebody, I don't use proper grammar, I don't. But I can't take people seriously when they're using, like, very improper grammar. Let's just put it that way. Like, obviously, there's colloquial grammar where people say things a certain way because of where they're from. That's a little bit different than if someone's trying to be serious. If someone's trying to be serious and they're using poor grammar, yeah, I don't take it very seriously. But if someone's just a clown on the internet with a Pikachu hat, a plunger on the face, and then you know, obviously I don't expect them to be using good grammar. Can it just moon? DD from Dexter's Lab. Stop hunt, then 70K. That's what I want, Cheap Vlog. Honestly. That really is what I want. I want to stop hunt and then 70K. I was kind of hoping for that this whole time. I was really kind of hoping for that this whole time. Wow. Guys, I've already walked 17,000 steps on this treadmill. That's insane, man. 17,000 steps. All right, looks like we're going for the low here. Looks like we're going for the low. Let's pop on over to TradingView. Actually, ByBit has not yet taken the low. Alright, ByBit just took the low. ByBit just took the low. Alright, let's see. We do have some interesting areas of support just below. Man, money flow does not look good, guys. I'll be honest, money flow does not look that great. See what's happening here. Yep, those longs just got liquidated there. And shorts also taking profits here. Shorts taking profits. But yeah, those longs just got liquidated, man. They just got liquidated. Dang, and obviously my long trade is stopped out now. And I am only in that short trade. But I'm still in this long trade over here. Alright, I'm still in this long over here. And I am still interested in potentially coming to the golden pocket for a make it or break it, really. A make it or break it. But in general, These shorts, man, these shorts. I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna let it roll, and this one too. We're up 20K right now on shorts. Isn't that crazy? If I were to close it all out now, I'd have 20K. That's wild. All right, so let's see what happens here, guys. We are either... Well, actually, let's go back to TradingView here. Let's go to our 12. Man, that golden pocket just looks too nice, man. Let me get to a different chart. Let's go back to our Bitcoin chart here. It's too much slop on that chart. Okay, so yeah, we are either going to get a bounce from this area because technically we have taken yesterday's low with some bull div, right? So this could be a bounce. If this is not the bounce, then golden pocket is also next place to look. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Now, again, the 12-minute does not look very good here. Money flow does not look great. But we have the higher term time frame divergences backing us up. All right, so let's see what happens. I'm curious to see if we can close a 5-minute candle above this level. Curious to see it. What would make this look really nice as a bounce would be making a higher high here, coming back down, making a higher low. That would make it look like a really nice bottom, you know. Let's see how she's looking. Wow, look at that 1-minute candle. Honestly, yeah, this was a beautiful CDW based on the 1 minute. Beautiful CDW based on the 1 minute, because look at that. This is exactly what you would want to see on the 1 minute chart for a CDW, right? A fake out of the previous low with that kind of money flow and momentum wave getting higher. That is actually pretty nice on the 1 minute. That is pretty dang nice on the Uno minute. All right. Let's go to the 5-second. I'm curious, how did she look? Even the 5-second gave us a little bit of an entry signal there. All right, now we got a little bit of bear div on the 5-second. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Look, if we come down for another low, I like what I'm seeing here. I'm getting bullish. I'm getting looking for longs. All right, I'm getting in the mood to look for longs. All right, I'm getting in the mood to look for longs. I'm getting in the mood. All right, in the mood. By Glenn Miller. The bear with the hair is in his lair with a stare and a glare and wants to share, which is rare. Nice, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy your rhymes. All right, let's see who we've got. Do we have any super chatas? Do we have any super chatas? Any super chata? All right, do I name my chickens? All right, so here's the deal with my chickens, all right? My chickens had names in the beginning when I was a new chicken keeper. All right, when I was a new chicken keeper, my chickens had names, okay? And they all died, except for one. Her name is Honeydew. But I was very sad when Fat Mama died. She got eaten by a falcon. All right, Fat Mama passed away. I had a rooster named Cockadoo. My kids actually named all these chickens, right? Now I don't name them, and I don't care if they die or are alive or whatever, because it is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know? All right. Is it hard to kill a chicken? No, it's easy. Just make sure that you have a sharp knife. All right. Shout out to Splashfire Films. He says, y'all need to squat. See you in the next one. He needs to go squat. And by squat, he probably means he needs to go curl in the squat rack. All right. He needs to go curl in the squat rack. Is it hard to kill a chicken? No, it's not. All right. Shout out to Mikey. He says, Scooby-Doo still rocks. Never name your food. All right. So this could be a significant bottom here, guys. All right. I don't like the look of the medium-term time frames. I don't like the look of the 12-minute. But technically speaking, we do have some bullish div here, right? Technically speaking, we've got the 4-hour. We've got the 1 hour. 1 hour looks absolutely beautiful. If this isn't the low, I will expect this to be the low here, guys. All right. If this is not the low right now, I will expect this to be the low. Right here. All right. That's a nice bottom. We're still front running the golden pocket, but we've taken yesterday's low with bullish div. How's our 48-minute? 48-minute looks nice. The 24-minute. Here's the thing. The money flow looks nice. The divergence waves don't. The 12-minute, the divergence waves look not so nice. Okay. And the money flow is not so nice on these lower time frames. So here's my thoughts. Could this be a bottom? Yes. Was this a scalpable move? Yes. If you caught it, yes. Could this come down lower? Yes. Because when the low is in, if everything looks perfect, like if let's say we do get a bounce from here and we do something like this, well, then we'll have time to actually print what we want to see on the 12-minute as well as all these other higher term time frames, right? The first major sign of strength for this move right here is going to have to be making another high, all right? Once we take another high, then we could get more serious maybe about this low being the low. Let's see what happens here. If we just do something like this, not the best. Right now, we are actually finding resistance at this daily order block from yesterday, all right? This is a daily from yesterday. The daily candle opened and closed. We go to our 12-minute. We are finding resistance there, all right? So our first area that we need to reclaim is going to be that daily. But yeah, I mean, based on the 1 minute, this was definitely a valid scalp to take, right? If you're looking for CDWs, when your 1 minute looks like this, that money flow, that is a valid scalp to take. All right. Every scalp you take, every move you make. All right. I want to open a food cart now called Fat Mama's Wings. LOL. Do I prefer Market Cipher or CBD? I prefer Market Cipher. I like CBD as a layer on top of Market Cipher. All right, CBD as a layer on top of Market Cipher. CBD as a layer on top. CBD as a layer on top. All right. Man, it's so crazy how we front ran that golden pocket again, though, you know? It's so crazy how we front ran that golden pocket again. Stop losses coming in, might get touched, then the push. Yeah, like, that would be really nice into that golden pocket, right? You know? Who won 1,000? Nobody, because y'all didn't like the dang video, man. We didn't even get 1,000 likes. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Jellybean. People are selling to get lower entry point. Then we'll come to run, give it another 30 to 45 days. Yeah, I could totally see that as well. Man, okay, Bitcoin is coming up to that local high here. Let's go down to the 5-minute chart. We're coming down up to this local high here. All right, this is the first change of market structure locally here. All right, if we can reclaim this, that's our first local sign of strength. All right, if we can reclaim that, then maybe we could even look for another scalp running right here. All right, so we'll have to wait and see. First scalp entry, in my opinion, is missed. Right? If you didn't long it on the reclaim of this level, in my opinion, I mean, hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do. You could take any trade you want to take. All right, the way I trade, the entry would have been right here. Right around here. Once the price reclaims that level with the 1-minute bull divs, that's entry, in my opinion, the way I trade. All right. Short now. Hey, man, if you wanna, you can, all right? Who won the 800 from last stream? I actually ended up giving away 1,000. It was Kalechi. Shout out to Kalechi. Kalechi. Shout out to Kalechi. All right, my man opened the long right after the 5-minute candle closed. Took partial profits. That's the way to do it. Yeah, take some partial profits. All right. When did I open this position? I opened it last Wednesday. There's a nice green candle on the 24-hour. Huh, let's check out the 24-hour. I don't see a nice green candle on the 24-hour. Is the 24-hour the same as the daily? I don't even know. All right, I don't even know. I don't even know. All right, I don't even know. But here's what I do know. I do know that look, we're coming up to this local zone of resistance. Find a little bit of a resistance. All right. All right. Shout out to Jack. He says, "Sup guys, everyone losing lots of money, LOL." I hope no one's losing a lot of money. I hope if you're a trader, you're not losing money. And I hope if you're a hodler, you're keeping your eyes on the long term. And I hope if you bought Bitcoin under 20K, you took some profits at 60K like I did and was very vocal about and got laughed at for. But here we are. Here's your chance. We're at 60K. I took 20% of my Bitcoin out at this exact price, actually 61K. Shout out to Kalechi, the winner of our last giveaway. The winner of our last giveaway. If I were to enter into a scalp long, where would my stop loss be? All right. Well, if I was in a scalp long, I would put my stop loss under the low. Or if I had taken a profit one, I would move it to the entry. You know? That's what I would do. see, here's the thing. If you're looking at this as a scalp trade and your goal is to make money on the trade, period, then you need to make sure your stop loss, if you longed here and your only goal on the trade is to make money now and get out, then you should move your stop loss to your entry. If you say this could be a bottom, but I don't want to take a loss, then you need to TP1 here and stop loss here, which will basically close you out at a break even, right? So like, let's say you took a long here, right? We came up, you initially have your stop loss below the low. We come up here, a nice 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. You close out half your trade. You just made 1.5% on your account, right? Give or take, however you're looking to do this, right? You can now keep your stop loss below the low, because if you get stopped out now, including fees and all that, it'll probably be about a break even, right? If you definitely want to make money, you put it here. That way you're stopped out in profit. This is a really nice scalp, to be honest with you. It's a really nice scalp with a good TP1. We're just trading the local 1 minute range. We had our bullish divs. All right. 1 minute right now is actually giving us a red dot. Let's see how the order book is looking. Longs coming in. And yeah, so we basically had a whole bunch of shorts wrecked, and then now about, wow, so 8 million longs opening up right here. 8 million buyers stepping in. That's pretty intense, man. We saw that similarly back here. All right, we saw that also back here. We saw about 13 million longs opening up here just to get wrecked. All right, so let's see if it's a similar story. It's a valid scalp entry. We actually are even seeing right now some bearish kind of local CVD forming here, because we're seeing longs coming in and prices getting lower. All right, but we do see some buyers stepping on in. Yeah, that's our first zone of resistance. All right. We're still below the Coinbase value area low, says Divine Hood. Yeah, the only reason I'm getting bullish here, Divine Hood, is because of the divergences that I'm seeing here on the 4 hour. So if we get another drop down, I'm gonna be feeling a little bit bullish. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Jesse hit TP2 from the long already. No green trade shall ever go red. Never. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I also took a scalp from there as well. Locked in a profit as well. The music is way too ominous. Well, this is some ominous price action, all right? Let's head on over to see if we have any super chats in here. Huge shout out to DB. What's your stop loss for 59.5? I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. Let's check it out. 59.5. $59.5. What do you mean my stop loss for 59.5? This is a general trading idea. The general idea is this, my man. The invalidation of the idea is below the 786. This is the general trading idea, where we're looking for move back up to 70,800, give or take. All right, this is the general idea. This doesn't mean this is exactly what I'm going to do. This means this is the idea I plan to trade. I'm going to be looking for an entry in this area. I will stop looking for a long if we lose the 786, And yeah, and then I will look for lower prices. But this is my idea based upon a few things, including but not limited to the golden pocket, the fact that this is a nice low, and the fact that if then we do get a reversal, we're looking for a move to come back up into between the golden pocket and the 786, which is going to be right in this target zone up here. All right. So that's the general idea. It doesn't mean that's what I'm going to do, but that's the idea. All right. If I was a swing trader, then I might do something like this. But I like to get my entries in on lower term time frames. So yeah, I like to get my entries in on lower term TFs. Lower term TFs, y'all. Why the crash? What happened? We got a CDW. All right, we got a CDW. That's why the crash. All right, let's see who we got in the chat. All right, Michael Jason. Shout out to Divine Hood. He wants another drop into that golden pocket. Yeah, me too. That would be nice, right? Especially if we get the good divergences. What would you do? What would you, big homie Carl from the moon, do right now? That's what we want to know. I don't know. I'll have to hit him up. All right. Shout out to A Money. 1K likes incoming. I prefer Market Cipher to CBD divergences. They're two different things. You use them in two different ways, all right? Market Cipher tells you the bottom. Divergences tell you... CBD divergences tell you when the high or low or the lower high comes, all right? When the high or low or the lower high comes. All right? Shout out to Abhine Ramanan, who says, new to the channel, like the way you do TA. God bless you, my man. Is it double bottom one I'm looking for before entries? I'm looking for like 1 million potential trade entries today. All right. So it's a weird day. If you're in the VIP Discord this morning when I go over my trading plan, there's a lot of possibilities today. All right. So it's the kind of day where you got to be at the chart, take the trades when they come, lock in a profit, on to the next. It's really just that kind of day. I would like to see a big drop into the golden pocket for a nice... This is really what I'm looking for, guys. I mean, like, this is really what I'm looking for. All right. Let's go to the 1 minute here. All right, money flow not looking very fancy. Not looking very good. All right. Good afternoon to you, Jack. Shout out to Pam. Shout out to my man Abdeslam Kamel. Shout out to FitGenius618. Shout out to Random Stuffs TV who says 6 Juanita. Shout out to J Armo. He's taking this long. Cool, man. I mean, I did take a long from the low. I've hit a TP. Stop loss is going to stop me out in a profit. The 4 minute looks bad. The 1 minute looks bad too. Let's check out the 4. Yeah, 4 minute looks pretty bad. Do I think it's still possible for Bitcoin to get that to $100,000 mark? Absolutely. Is it going to happen tomorrow? I just kind of said I feel like we're probably going to have like a sideways-ish bearish summer, and then in the fall things are going to pick back up. And then we'll see some highs around the beginning of 2025, some new highs. Joe says, don't leave us until we catch the long. Man, Joe, I don't know, man. We've been streaming for an hour and a half, bro. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. Should we stay or should we go? Should we stay or should we go? So we're rejecting from the daily. Yep. We are. Yes, we are. Shout out to Lucky Jim Bob 111. All right, everyone says stay. We can stay, but I got nothing more to say. I've got nothing more to say. Hey, I've got nothing more to say. I've got nothing more to say, guys. I said everything I need to say. How many grams of protein are you eating a day and how many calories? I don't know. Between 180 and 300 grams of protein a day. And between 4,000 and 6,000 calories a day. It literally depends on the day, man. I know it sounds crazy, but I do like to eat a lot of calories some days. I do this thing called intuitive eating, where like I know what my body needs, and some days I need to eat a lot, towards 6,000 calories. Other days I need to eat only 4,000. You know? Some rap would be nice. I don't know if I could rap right now. I'm kind of not in the zone, you know? All right, let's check out order flow. Someone says check out order flow. Lots of shorts are coming in here. Is that what you want me to see? We had a lot of longs enter, and they're kind of like at their entry. In fact, most of them are underwater. We had 8 million longs. Most of them are currently under the water right now. If you want to look at order flow. People want me to drop a rap. Ah, man. I don't know if I can rap. I do need coffee. I didn't drink much coffee today. I have some here. Just one sip. It's already past noon. I don't like to drink coffee past like 9 a.m. 12 eggs a day. I go through phases, you know. Sometimes I eat 12 eggs a day. I've sometimes been eating 15 eggs a day, which sounds like a lot, but it's really just 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. What's the best source of nutrients for your plants? Let me see if I can. I'll try to tell you about the nutrients for my plants. Yeah, alright, let's see if we can rap about the nutrients for our plants. Alright? Yo, Jay, what's the best nutrients for plants? Sit back, relax, and I'll tell you my stance. Chilling every day with my best friend Lance. Go out to the garden, then we put on our pants and hey, we take the food scraps. Next thing you know, we put on straps. We go to the garden, looking for the garden. Next thing you know, we're digging and we're jargon. Then we take the food scraps, bury them low, underground. How do they grow? It turns into the compost, which is the most nutritious source for the foods that do grow in the garden. Got the tomatoes, next to them, then we got the potatoes. Got the garlics, and they like the mulch. Every day we were looking for a nice poach. Pumping a little higher, the Bitcoin price is about to be on fire. We got the nutrients for the plants. Next thing you know, I'm taking off my pants. Alright, that's all I got, man. That's all I got, alright? That's all I got. Man, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce from the rap, huh? What does CDW mean? It's just a swing failure pattern, alright? It's just a swing failure pattern. Alright. This is a hard beat to rap to, though. Let's see if we can get a better beat to rap to. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I'm not a good rapper. Such a bad rapper, give it to you nice. When we sit back and talk about the Bitcoin price. Gotta dump, then the candles turn purple, but I'm trading like a nerd. They call me Steve Urkel. Technical analysis on the chart. Got the Garrisala way, man bun, a work of art. Cause I graduated from college that day. I came to the charts, now I'm trying to get paid. Are they purple? Maybe turning blue. Bitcoin about to pump, let me show you what I do. I'm walking on the treadmill in my new shoes. They get some holes because that's what I do. Come down looking at the trades every single day, taking profits in spades. $14,000 in profit. The Bitcoin price, crypto flow, hear me spit. I'm Jake Casper and I'm chilling in the house. We're trading over here cause this Bitcoin bounce. And oh snap, let me take a peek. But market Cipher B has some uneven butt cheeks. That's right. We had some uneven butt cheeks. See, look at this. Uneven butt cheek pattern. Big on the left side, nice and juicy. Skinny on the right side to round out the booty. And I don't know if y'all could spot it, but we're about to come down right to the golden pocket. Bitcoin up to her tricks. If we lose the GP, then it's 786. Bend to the ground and pick up the sticks. Rub them together and make a fire, that's my trick. Yeah. Cause we're hot and the price is burning. Taking all the trades, man, feel my fury. Drawing on the chart like a nice work of art. Ate too many beans, now I gotta fart. And it feels so fast. What a relief to release all the gas. Bitcoin pumping, it's about to blast. When we come to support, the move could happen really fast. Alright, that's all I got. You know, that's all I got. Alright. Alright, so Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a I don't even know what we're getting here, guys. I don't even know what we're getting here, guys. We're already here. We're already here. We're already here. Shout out to Big Time Mindset. Fast wick to 786 and pump starts. You're talking about the local 786, my man. Maybe, yeah, let's check out the local 786 here. This is the local 786. If it's gonna happen, it'll happen from there. I just don't like how we haven't changed market structure, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty. Well, man, Bitcoin's so boring. The only way Bitcoin will move is probably if I end the stream. You know, that's how it goes. Like, the only way it will pump or dump is if I end the stream. But I do have to plant 11 fruit trees today, guys. All right, I have 11 fruit trees that need to be planted. All right, I'm really excited to plant them too. I love fruit. Yeah. So I think I'm going to head out, guys. God bless you all in Jesus' name. All right, I don't take myself seriously at all, but the most important thing in my life is my relationship with Jesus, because only in Jesus is there hope for humanity. Just knowing the fact that even though man is in a sinful state separated from God, God himself loved us so much that he took on flesh and died to pay for our sins, and he rose again so that we have the confidence that indeed his sacrifice was sufficient to pay for our sin, and now if we put our trust in him, he will fill us with his Holy Spirit to cause us to be a new creation. This is the only solution to the problems in the world right now, is the reality about what God has done for us. We also have the hope of a physical bodily resurrection where we get to exist in the state that humanity was originally intended to live in. And that's what I look forward to every single day, guys. Because this life is so meaningless without an eternal, transcendent purpose, which is only found in Jesus. So that being said, may God bless you all. See you next week. Peace.